Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to make a little get ready with me cooking video. I'm cooking breakfast right now because I honestly have not had the time to film this week. It's been another crazy week with my job. And literally yesterday had to be probably the most difficult day I've ever had thus far. Like after making 6 months and trying to connect more with the student and the student body, there's just so much going on. Sorry, y'all, I had the electric tea kettle going on. But I initially wanted to get on here and speak with you guys, tell you guys how I'm doing, how my week is going as an archivist. And I've made some movement with my discovery, but honestly, because of all the workplace trauma, the toxicity, and learning about how toxic Houston really is, especially towards public libraries, it has been quite disturbing. Trying out different lighting. Let's see. All right, you can probably see me a little better, but yeah, like finding out all these different things about working in libraries in Houston, Texas has been quite alarming. Like, I was watching people in like droves coming back to Louisiana from Texas, and I kept wondering why. I was like, I know the politics is quite questionable and controversy, but why? Why is it that everyone's leaving? Why is everyone coming back? I get it now. After being here for 6 months and some of the recent changes they've had, like they have closed down 28 libraries and turned them into detention centers. They have taken away tenure, which was like a benefit for librarians to like have like long-term, positions or appointments as we call it, because we're all on contracts. They've taken that away. And even though the really big plus is just the pay, it's like, is money really worth your mental health? And that's the thought I had yesterday, because I had so many people needing me. And ever since I've been here, it's just been about a need, and people just taking from my cup and no one pouring back in. I had to pour back into myself. And this is at a job, like talking about the other side of things, because I'm so happy to be an archivist and to be an archivist at a Black school. That's an amazing thing. But man, when I tell you the other half, the things that I do not even share or even talk about, like I made a big move for myself. I decided to just not even hold back anymore. Like tell somebody that I'm not okay. Because I'm having someone stand over me demanding my attention while I'm trying to help someone. While I'm trying to make sure that we get enough employees. Like the lack of respect is what got me. And out of everybody I have encountered as a manager, for you not to respect my space, that was just too much for me. I couldn't do it anymore. And I almost broke down right then and there, but I just kept breathing and taking my time and doing what I'm supposed to do one at a time, because I am not that type of multitasker. I'm not about to put things to the side for just because someone wants my attention. Life is way too short for that. Like, do what you can, like pace yourself. And that's exactly what I did. Because guess what? It is just me. And there are other jobs. Even though it will break me a bit, not much, but a bit, because I actually love what I'm doing. And the fact that I've recorded an entire docu-series on me coming here, I haven't even gotten to what I really want to talk about. Like I have a whole list of videos of topics about libraries, public libraries, my experience. I want to tell you about the roommates I stayed with, because that is some tea. That could be a whole series. I'm doing the Get Ready With Me series because I love fashion, I love clothes, I love accessories. These things I want to share. And I'm still going to share at the end of the day, just like how I'm prioritizing finishing my novel. I'm gonna do it. I just don't like the fact of like job hopping. But People don't hop because of money. People don't hop because, oh, it's too much. People hop because of other people, just like hurt people hurt people. I'm literally seeing in real life. It's crazy. Like, you would think when you have another generation coming your way that you would want to do everything in your power to make sure that they stay motivated, that they stay those 30 years. Because when you like go to like hit retirement type age, some places, some public libraries, you do 10 years and you can retire. You know, you get parts of your check. Or you can stay the full 30 and get all your benefits and whatnot. And just stick it out. But nowadays, people are not only switching jobs, they're changing careers, and people are willing to just stay at home. They get those certifications in IT, security, web design, and they'll stay home. Because working underneath people sometimes, especially hurt people who don't want to admit that they hurt and they just like deflecting, that makes it a toxic work environment. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go get my food. So what I'm cooking this morning is pancakes and sausage. Because that's really all I have time for, because I have to hurry up and get on the road so that I can beat traffic. Because living next to I-10, even in Texas, traffic. But it has not been an easy road. And learning all these different things while being in a new place, like, it just shows you that it can happen anywhere. Like, whether I had stayed in Louisiana, went back to the public library, or went to a different academic library, it's sad that these places are so toxic and the job is easy. Like, probably the most difficult thing I would have to do is a presentation, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing a presentation for an African American literature class, and I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am, because like I want to teach them about archives, tell them about like what resources they can use, and tell them a little bit about myself, and to tell them about like, yo, come to me if you want to find out something about the history of the campus, or if you want to do a project, or if you're going to graduate school and about to do a thesis, I will help you with your research. Like, that's what I'm about. That's what I miss. Like, being in all this drama is, that ain't me. That's not how I fluctuate. Sorry, I've been loving Fluctuation by Logic ever since I discovered that song. That's like been my thing to like hype me up, and I might listen to it going to work today because I'm gonna need it. Because these students are eager and they're ready and they're hungry to learn. Like, these are a different type of people. It's the fact of being hungry to learn. That's what I absolutely love about this institution, and the long history of that. Like, sitting back and reading theses from like back in the day, like I'm talking like early 1900s. People talked about serious issues and topics in Texas, and they was like, yo, we're gonna figure out the problem, and hey, this is what I did, not getting my degree. But that's probably not how it was, but like they actually cared. And that's what's missing in the world. It's like people caring about what they do and loving what they do. I love that. I'll be honest with you guys, I was supposed to do an unboxing, but I did not like the things that were delivered to me. They were all not in my right size like I thought they were. And I'm going to be returning a lot of stuff, so I still wanted to make a video, but just not do a haul anymore. But I am preparing this weekend for my housewarming party with all of my work besties. And one of them is leaving, but it's completely understandable, because when you feel like you cannot grow anymore at a place you work at, it's time to leave. Because sometimes it don't matter the time frame of like when you come and go. If you've done everything you possibly can do, but you have somebody holding you back, definitely do not stop yourself from any possibilities, because there are other jobs out there. There are ways to maneuver and get what you want and leave where you're at. Because trust me, I've dealt with racism. Like, in 2023 that still exists. I dealt with it. And I kept my mouth shut because I literally watched somebody being fired for standing up for themselves. And I was about to do the exact same thing. But sometimes, like, I don't know, I guess it depends on the individual. Do what you gotta do for yourself. But if you need the money, it's like, just, hey, buckle down. Because the only way I was able to keep my mouth shut, I had interviews after interviews after interviews. I had 5 places in Texas that wanted me, and they were all mainly in Houston. Trust and believe there are jobs out there. You just got to keep looking every day. That's what I did. I applied until I got a job offer, and that's exactly what I did. It's just, I ain't know I was going to walk into on the other half of things, because I was looking at the brighter picture of finally getting out of where I was, only to get from the pan to the skillet. Like, they fucking frying my ass. Yeah, I want to show y'all the food. And this is it. I already started eating it because I am hungry. But yeah. Man, I tell you, when it comes to life, there's so many different obstacles that can come your way. I'm gonna sit right in front of y'all and eat. And I'm gonna get ready with me, even though I'm partially dressed, because like I said, I'm running kind of late. But so far I got this nice mock neck from H&M. Then I have my fleur-de-lis, because I will always rep New Orleans no matter where I go. And I got this necklace actually when I was in Pensacola, Florida. I went to Belk, and this is from the Brighton brand, I believe that's the name of it. Well known. This is, I forgot what type of metal this is, but it's supposed to be like really sturdy and like long lasting. And this was originally like $100. And when I went to the cash register, I was like, son, I've never really had nice jewelry, never been that nice jewelry type of girl. But definitely, I wanted to spoil myself. Because I was like, I'm older now. My mother has taught me what's good and what's bad when it comes to fashion and clothes and metal and jewelry and shoes, because she's a fashion major, home economics. And I was like, I need to have that stable bag. So I have a Fossil bag. I have a Fossil brown leather bag, which got on sale because I waited. Got this necklace, which I wear all the time. And it's been about a year. Has not changed colors yet. Still very good. And I'll be wearing some shorts, well, khakis, because it's hot in Texas. Like this summer, honestly, my review of it, I haven't been outside that much, but when I have, boy, it is like a very blasting, like dry heat. I don't want to imagine what Arizona is like, because I know they say it's really, really hot over there too. But yeah, I got capris from, what's that JCPenney brand? Worthington. They're like work casual, work professional. Love their brand. And then have some Zodiac flats. And then I was probably going to wear this statement piece, this jacket, which I will showcase probably here. And you know, because I just want to represent for the people, represent how we need to really come together and stop being apart, especially as co-workers, especially as librarians, because we're supposed to be educating the next generation. Because that's exactly what this is. This is much more than just a college. We're educating the next generation of Black people, like class of 2027. And then, like I said, they're eager to learn. And more than anything, I just want to make sure that I do my part, whether I stay long or not. Because so far, this place has had a very special mark on me. And with my friend leaving, going for another job, I really sit back and realize that this is rare what we have, because we all get along. All of the younger people, like I'm in my late 20s now, and everybody else is either in their late 30s, early 40s, but they are very young at heart, and they're very lighthearted, and they make sure to engage with the students, make them feel comfortable, because college can be scary, and that's a fact. And even as librarians, it's like I went from just giving people information, being kind to strangers, to like literally educating and guiding younger people. And that's amazing. That's almost like counseling work, which I almost consider being a career counselor, because really, I really do be giving out advice when it comes to somebody telling me about what they really want to do with their life. I'm like, hey, you should try this or take a class on this, you know? But I know how to get a certification for that, and I don't know about going back to school. Yeah, so, but it's kind of funny I say that, because one of my coworkers, she actually wants me to go get my doctorate, and she keeps calling me Dr. Davis. I'm sitting here like, I don't know. It was a struggle for me to get the master's, but I got it. I got it in 3 years. But I don't know, because with the way we have to pay back student loans and whatnot, like I know going back to school it'll help halt it a bit, but honestly, that's a lot for me to be able to just go back like that. I would have to find more passion to do it. But I never had an older person believe in me so much, like not even really my own parents, but they love me, but like believing in me wasn't until I actually produce some results that they actually did. But to have an older person like, oh, I can't wait till you get married, I can't wait till you have kids, like I want you to go and get this degree, I want you to have more money in your pocket. I'm like, son, I want to cry. Like I never had someone like speak those things into me, and that, like, I don't know if it was because it was an older black woman that was telling me these things. It was just very encouraging, because my parents weren't doing that. They just want me just to be able to survive on my own. But I can only do the best I can, because as adults, like, it is hard out here. These places are crazy. It's hard to make friends, stay consistent with friends. And most importantly, trying to stay safe, because it's getting real dangerous out here. Even being in Houston, I've heard so many horror stories, and thankfully I don't drive into the city that much, but still trying to pace myself and be patient and trying to find the silver lining. Because I know I'm here for a purpose, I'm here for a reason, just like I was at every other one of my jobs, which I also want to talk about in videos. Like, I've worked in so many different places. Like, and everything I've set out to achieve, I have done it. And so now I'm at a point where I've reached a goal. And now I'm just like, what do I want to do next? I already have the answer to that, because everything I have done, how I got my car, how I'm going on a trip to St. Louis for free, is through my writing, through my words. I feel like I need to just go ahead and take that jump and be a writer, because as much as I love this career, it's not what I'm passionate about. But I do, and I am passionate about teaching others about my career. But I'm about to go in on this breakfast, so it's literally 5:30, so I gotta get ready to go. But I'm gonna definitely do a montage of my outfit and show y'all. And probably we'll take some pictures afterwards. I'm gonna try to do like more photo shoots, since I am friends with a photographer. Try to get best angles and whatnot. But definitely stay tuned for next week's episode, because probably since it's almost September and I'm gonna be posting that last episode of my docuseries, probably will start with the library content that I want to go ahead and produce, because I wasn't sure how long my docuseries was going to be, but I feel like 7, since the number 7 is the number of completion, 7 episodes should be enough. I've talked about enough stuff. I've showed like what I was going through, where I was, how I felt. I was very authentic on camera, and this is my first time being on camera, and so I want to keep doing it. And hopefully you guys stay for the journey. And so stay tuned, subscribe, hit the follow button, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Spotify for my podcast. Still trying to create that aesthetic, but I'm going to get it done. I'll see you guys next time.